Hello everyone and welcome back to Grim Dawn. I have worked out what the stamina bar thing over my health bar means now. It's kind of what I thought it was, but not quite. Basically, when I take damage in combat and I am out of combat, it will slowly heal up, but the golden overlay bar, the second bar that's kind of my stamina or food bar, will deplete in the process. And once it's fully depleted, I will basically no longer automatically regenerate bits of health out of combat that way. I mean, if I have equipment that gives me health regeneration, do I have some? I thought I had a thing. Yeah, the claw fetish, for example. This will obviously still work, but the stamina regeneration is much more potent, and that will no longer work. I also figured that I would continue with the main quest now.
Good, you're back. I've heard good things from both Kasparov and Barnabas. You're a real asset to this community.
Because the side quests have had me. I've gone quite a long way and I haven't seen anything side quest related. So I figured maybe I will come across these objectives as I continue with the main quest. If not, I will eventually go back and just do the side quests later, I guess.
One of my scouts came back with news making our next move clear. The dead are heavily concentrated in Burwitch Village to the north, past the swamps of Whitemire. There must be a reason why. Perhaps the ethereal behind these attacks is there. We can't know for sure without investigating deeper.
Okay, how can I help?
You've proven yourself quite resourceful thus far. Your ability to secure rift gates for human use could be a turning point in our situation. With all the activity around Burwitch, there's bound to be a rift gate. If you can capture it, that will give us a solid foothold in the area.
Okay, how do I get there?
Follow the road north through Whitemire. Though in the current state of things, you'll likely have to leave the road behind well before you reach the village. Keep pressing north and you will eventually reach the outskirts of Burwitch. It's surrounded by a palisade wall, so you will have to find a way inside. Once you've secured the rift gate, return to Devil's Crossing.
Okay. So at least the Inventor's Apprentice side quest wants me to go to the Burwitch. I have this instinct of pronouncing it Burwitch, but the Burwitch Estates, which is up here even. So Whitemire is my closest portal. I haven't played in a few days, so bear with me. I did, however, start another character on the side, just a little bit, I guess. Oh yeah, I wasn't gonna pick up the white stuff anymore, which is racist. Yeah, I get it. Start the melee character. And as it turns out, I find the magic one a lot easier to play. Oh, Milton Hart, I need to kill... Do I need to kill you for something? Yes, I do. I need to collect your amulet for the sister. Okay, reach the level up. I will take anything that's non-white, basically. Again, yes, I know it's racist, blah blah blah. Okay, this gives me more damage per second, +1 to Fire Strike. I don't think I have Fire Strike equipped, but let's roll with it. Does this ring do cold damage, frostburn damage, spirit energy regenerated? It looks better than the silver ring I have, so... Let's do this. Okay. So I think pressing on was a good idea. Oh, and I have a level up. Didn't I already choose a second class? I thought I was gonna go occultist. Wait, are there? Yes, there are. Okay, I think I have some peace now. Okay, I can go Spirit, Cunning, or Physique. I don't need much more Cunning, and I still need 2 more levels before I can equip this Blood Carver. So I'm just gonna go Spirit. And then S for skills, okay. So just like in Titan Quest, I could select a second class. I think I went to Cultist, but apparently because I chose no Occultist skills, it didn't save it, or something. Summon a mythical Storm Raven. Okay, so I can summon this pet, and by the looks of it, it doesn't have a duration. It could probably die, but that sounds like something I might want to get into later. But for now, I'm sticking to the Arcanist tree. Since I do use the replicating missile a lot, I'm just going to max that out and then eventually move towards the upgrades for it. Okay, nothing in here by the looks of it. Those are the merchant guys, okay. Did I get all the stuff here now? I think I did. And also a random stuff that I don't want. Yes, I will change to some magic pants. Okay, cool. As I said, I'm not too fussed about the white drops anymore. They barely give any money and seems like it's mostly just a hassle. There was an uneaten meal there which filled up my stamina bar. Or food bar. I'm okay, who are you? You're Julius the Decayed. I need you. All you dropped was a food ration. Oh, mutagenic ichor. That's... well, it's a component. It's not terribly valuable, I think. But I have now actually finished this thing, which gives me a poison bomb skill, which I guess I will never ever use. I've not yet looked at all into how builds work in this game, or rather what kind of builds work and what kind of things people play. I'm just still finding myself. I tend to do that on first playthroughs, and then for second playthroughs I will usually look with a great amount of care into, well, a good build. You know that my first playthrough in Torchlight, I played an engineer with a strength build. Torchlight 2, that is. Which worked out okay. And then in the late game I found out that I really enjoyed a certain skill called Emberquake. So I did then look up various builds and played a very powerful Emberquake build, but one that wasn't very strong early game, and one that I would never have reached that just by myself, because the early game skills, you kind of didn't use very many of them. You stockpiled points, essentially. Okay, Physique, Cunning, Spirit. I'll keep that as a backup in case I need the additional cunning to use the Blood Carver when it comes to it. Who are you? Negan. Oh, the last guy in the Something for Nothing quest. Cool. And you similarly dropped nothing but a food ration. Oh, enemies. Cool. But there is a chest. And some chilled steel. Okay, that's the Foggy Bank Rift. It's not that foggy here. Okay, I guess it kind of is. And I think I definitely activated this rift now. There's an entrance somewhere here that I could see on the map, and I want to check out what kind of entrance it is. Oh. I'm doing decent damage, and the energy cost is still not an issue right now. So I'm liking this build so far. I'm again very much aware that this is very likely not an optimal build, but it has some AoE to it, which is always nice. It's very fast. So for now I'm sticking to it. Again, if I decide I like this game enough, can always go for a second playthrough where I pay a little more attention to how one is supposed to play. I know in what was it, Path of Exile, I never got much into the game. I played it for a bit, and then my character just lost effectiveness, and then I looked around and decided to switch to playing a different kind of class and character, and I enjoyed that much more. The game seemed a bit grindy though, so I eventually gave up on it. I still like it, and I like the fact that the item shop in Path of Exile is very well made, in the sense that you gain no in-game advantages. The closest thing to an in-game advantage would be more storage space, and I don't know, I don't really see that as it's not something that I would call pay to win, being able to store more items. Or rather, I wouldn't say it in that game. It depends on how much storage capacity. Okay, I'm just gonna do this. I think I need to kill stuff. Cool, that was easy. In Guild Wars 2, for example, you can also buy additional storage space. But to compensate, because they want people to buy that stuff, because their in-game shop is much more aggressive. Oh, I can make this bigger. Oh, that's nice. Never noticed that. Definitely want to do that. I have an additional devotion point. Get a chance of energy leech. I get more energy absorbed from enemy. Okay. Still not entirely sure what I want to go for eventually. Could go for this. I don't really know. It's all quite confusing. I thought I activated... No, I activated this one. Plus 10 spirit. I could now activate the energy leech thing. Okay. It's all a bit confusing, but I'm just gonna do this. Okay. Cool. So going into this cave just gave me a shrine, which is nice. Yeah, Guild Wars 2, they sell you additional bank storage space and stuff. But they have an aggressively small amount of space that you get by default. So while it allows them to still claim that you're just buying a bit more space, which shouldn't be considered pay to win, they effectively make it mandatory, especially since there's a lot of stuff you're required to carry around in sort of high-end endgame content. Like various armor sets, multiple weapons and all that stuff, and you just need space. I mean that they have the sort of all-purpose cop-out argument of saying, well, you can spend in-game money to trade that for the real currency stuff, but that is mostly a cop-out, I find. Anyway, I don't want to harp on that, but the point is, Path of Exile is different. You have a ton of space. I never ran out without ever buying any additional space, and they mostly sell cool skins. You know, if you want your footsteps to glow in the dark, and that was wow. It's quite a lot of loot from a random lootable objects. Wait, I want the corpse dust. There we go. Okay, I definitely have these shoulders, which are better in every way than the non-enchanted ones I had before. Okay, let's look at this. Magic caster chest armor. Okay. Markovian's advantage. I don't think I have that skill. I lose some energy regeneration. I gain some physique, some cunning. Let's check what Markovian's advantage is. I think it was some sort of passive thing, right? If it's not a passive skill that I can actually use... I don't see it anywhere. Okay, so unless I'm completely overlooking it, that's not a passive skill I'll ever use, so I'm not gonna bother equipping that thing. I thought maybe it was a passive buff for one of my skills, but I didn't see it there. Path of Exile. Yeah, I keep sidetracking myself, sorry about that. Point is that there were some really cool builds and some very fun skills that you could use in Path of Exile, so for my... well, not really second playthrough, for when I stopped my first one and started my second one, I guess. I remade my character, put it that way. I played a much more interesting build than the first time around. I am not picking up white items anymore. Still don't know what's with the random glowing symbols over some of the enemies' heads. Thinking maybe that's when they're being buffed by something? But I couldn't say. Okay, there's another entrance over there. Oh, and a lot of mosquito things. Ugh. I really don't like mosquitoes. Oh, level 13. Nice. Very nice. Okay. However, I don't want these episodes to become too long, so I'm gonna end it here. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.